So I spent the first 2 years of my professional career struggling to score goals in La Liga. After spending my academy days being deemed as a wonder kid and the next superstar of Spain's national team, I've only scored a handful of goals, and my teammate Charles Ibarra has taken the spot as first choice striker. But I've been given another chance to revive my career. My club, Athletic Bilbao, have sent out offers to other teams in Spain for me to go out on loan, and recently relegated Getafe have asked to have me for a year. This is my chance to develop and get consistent game time in the Spanish second division, but if I fail, I fear that I won't ever be given the chance to play for Athletic Bilbao again.
Romeo Liberace starting his brand new endeavour at Getafe with an absolute banger. He is scoring goals already to start off his loan to Getafe, playing in the second division, and it is doing him so well. Of course, last 2 years he has struggled so much in Athletic Club. Charles Ibarra coming into the team, taking his place, but he has started so well this season for Getafe. And let's be honest, he could find himself back in La Liga if he continues to play this way. I settled into life in Getafe straight away, and I have to say it shocked me. But playing in the second division was just so much easier. It felt like I had more space, I had more time. It was just easier for me to get used to it and have basically the ability to score the goals that I needed to. And I was scoring a lot, and even fans noticed me. It was just such a good vibe around the team. I've got on with a lot of my teammates, and I was really doing the best that I could to actually find myself with the biggest chance to get back into Athletic Bilbao's team next season. Halfway through the season, and Getafe find themselves at the top of the table. It is looking very strong. They are 6 points clear at this moment in time. They already have, of course, Romeo Liberace, who is scoring non-stop goals for them. He leads the league alongside a couple of other players in the top goal scorer for the Golden Boot, and he is doing so well. There is a big chance that Getafe will be coming back to La Liga when it comes to the end of the season. Romeo Liberace has totally changed my opinion on him. I think he just needed time, you know. I think that maybe La Liga, going into the Liga at such a young age was maybe just a little bit too much for him, but I think he's needed this loan. I think sending him out on loan was controversial, but I think he's actually needed this loan, and he's benefited a lot, because now he's actually putting in performances that you would say definitely contribute to him possibly actually getting back in Athletic Bilbao's team next year. The goals just wouldn't stop. It was amazing. I felt like every chance I got, I was able to score, but the defenders just weren't able to keep up with me. Now, of course, I wasn't sure how well that would contribute to maybe playing in La Liga. But playing in this second division, I think, was actually a great call from the manager, because my confidence was through the roof. Whereas when I was at Athletic Bilbao the last 2 years, especially with Charles Ibarra taking my place, my confidence was down in the dumpsters. But now, I felt like we could actually win the league, but also I felt like I actually had a chance, and I was reviving my career. Getafe fans are so happy with Romeo Liberace this season. I think the main thing that they're thinking of is, can they actually sign him permanently? I mean, if Getafe, which they look like they're going to be promoted again, if they come back to La Liga, does he spend another season at the club? I mean, a lot of the fans would really hope for this, but it is difficult, you know. Athletic Club, I mean, the ball is in their court. Do they want to keep Romeo after this season? Or is it not enough? It's second division football, but Charles Ibarra is doing so well in La Liga, he's still scoring goals. But we will see, time will tell. My form towards the end of the season really picked up even more, and my goals contributed to us being 7 points clear at the top of the table with just a couple of games going, meaning that we already had games to spare. We had already won the title. A foregone conclusion here on the last day of this season. Getafe have come down, but they are back in La Liga for next season. Romeo Limeracci leading the team in goals, and they win the Segunda Division title.
After leading Getafe to promotion by winning the Spanish Second Division title, I have successfully made progress to rebuilding my reputation with Athletic Bilbao. I finished the season as the league's second top goal scorer, and after spending a few days with the lads celebrating, it was finally time for me to go back to Bilbao for pre-season. But the manager told me that though he was impressed with how I performed, he needed to see me do it in La Liga, in the first division. And that's where Valencia came in. Their last season was a real struggle, and they just lost 3 of their best players. They requested me to go on loan, and the club accepted. My coach told me that if I can perform in La Liga this season with Valencia, he promises me a spot in Bilbao next season.
A new La Liga season and a new set of faces for Valencia. Of course, Romeo Limeracci coming on loan from fellow La Liga club, Athletic Club. Bilbao, they say, look, they have Charles Ibarra. They do not need Romeo Limeracci to play for them this season, but he has come to Valencia to help them get back to where they need to be, and what a start he has had. Scoring on his debut, already showing the fans that he can do it at this level. Three years ago, there was question marks about this guy. He was a wonder kid, coming to La Liga, playing so well in the academy teams, struggled the first couple of seasons with Athletic Club. He's gone to Getafe last season. Now he finds himself back in La Liga with Valencia, and he has already shown what he can do with an incredible solo goal that he scored at the Nou Camp against Barcelona. He scored a brace against Barcelona, and let's be honest, I have to tell you that this guy could be developing into the real deal. I think that after the Barcelona game, any question marks that any Athletic Club or Valencia fan had about whether Romeo Limeracci can score goals in La Liga, I think they've been put to bed. He looks like a different player than the player we saw 2 years ago that was struggling for game time at Athletic Club. He looks like a completely different player. And he's just got himself in Team of the Week, and guess what? He's up in Team of the Week with Charles Ibarra. This guy, I mean, he's a young lad still. There's so much development still left in him, but he is helping Valencia have an incredible season. Though it was daunting at first, coming to Valencia was literally, I think, the best thing to happen to my career. I think Getafe was great, but I've come here and my goodness, I mean, I'm not scoring as many goals as I did in the second division, but I am scoring goals, and I feel like the confidence that I got from playing for Getafe has actually hugely helped me in my mind to actually believe that I can score these goals, and it feels amazing. Romeo Limeracci scores again as Valencia find themselves in the top 6. This is huge. They finished mid-table last season and looked like they could actually at some point be possibly fighting relegation, but now they find themselves in the top 6 and fighting for a place in the Champions League next season. A huge turnaround for the club, and Romeo Limeracci and a lot of the new players that they brought in, especially on loan this season, have had a huge hand in this happening. I think Athletic Club and Bilbao fans will be kicking themselves at the fact that if Romeo Limeracci doesn't get signed permanently by Valencia or another club, they will have 2 of the best young strikers in their squad next season. I mean, Valencia have had an incredible season, let's be honest, and a huge part has been to him and his goals. Valencia, by a miracle, end the season in a Champions League place, and what a season they have had.
After a rock-solid season in La Liga on loan at Valencia, we managed to have a strong finish to the season and I finished in the top 6 goal scorers for the season. After coming back to Bilbao, the coach received me with open arms. He told me that next season, me and Charles Ibarra will both play together up front and complement each other. I was ready. And my performances this season also got me my first ever Spanish national team call-up in a friendly against Croatia. This was huge and my career was starting to look up.
After an incredible season with Valencia on loan, Romeo Liberace is set to make his debut. He stands alongside his teammate from Bilbao, Nico Williams Jr., and he is set to make his debut for Spain. A huge opportunity for him. Of course, Charles Ibarra has taken the Spain national team spot, but he comes in today against Croatia in this friendly. And this is huge because the season he has had has been so important. He deserves this. A good target man to have in the Spanish national team. Something different. And he had so many chances today. He nearly scored a couple of goals. I think that he has a bright future ahead of him in the Spanish national team. But at the end of the day, the side couldn't score. Croatia couldn't score. And the game finished 0-0. But this man has a bright future.